These are two Pro devices in two great sizes that are very familiar already to our consumers. Now they're two thinner, lighter tablets that absolutely scream performance. Now you may ask how thin? Well, the 8.4 is just 7.2 millimeters. And the 10.1 is just a hair thicker at 7.3. Now this makes them very easy to carry, slide anywhere you want them. Now they both have the same amazing WQXGA resolution. In fact, they're in a league of their own when it comes to sharpness and color reality. Simply a tremendous viewing experience. Now this is just the beginning of the story for these tablets. They both have fast processors, plenty of RAM, and they both run that same Android 4.4 KitKat. Not to mention they have these two built-in cameras. And even with all of that performance, both units weigh less than 500 grams, with enough battery power for more than 10 full hours of use. You can also add some style and character with a book cover that we worked in collaboration with some great designers to come up with. And we have other accessories as well. We have a keyboard, Bluetooth keyboard, a mouse, and a LAN USB hub. Now, by the way, all of these devices are slimmer. I want you to know that we didn't skimp on anything in terms of content. All the Pro devices will have the full version of WebEx that I mentioned earlier that has LinkedIn, Dropbox, Blurb, and a lot of essential apps and services. It's all a tremendous value, and the whole aim of it is to give you an amazing experience on your tablet and greater productivity each and every day. Well, it's about time to talk about professional cameras, but before we get to that, I want to say just a few words about what Samsung is doing to make sure its Android devices are secure. Now remember, it's all about bring your own device to work each and every day. Does anybody have a device, maybe a phone or a tablet that they take home at the end of their day at the office? Stupid question, right? Of course, we all have a phone or a tablet. We go to work, we go home, we need it for both purposes. Well, because we live in a world that's always on, we have the responsibility of respecting our company's intellectual property. At the same time, we want our personal privacy. So we need something that works around the clock. That's why Samsung has developed Knox, Samsung's secure mobile platform. One of the main reasons why Knox is so effective is it locks down each layer of Android, from the hardware all the way up through the operating system and all of your apps in between. There's a lot of high-tech information behind me, but let me emphasize how important hardware protection is, especially in this day and age. When it comes to making hardware, there's no one better than Samsung. So you have to admit, the company has a huge advantage in this area. The bottom line is this: software security only works if your hardware and system integrity is guaranteed. And Knox guarantees system integrity. How does it do it? Well, we have customizable security boot. Now this is going to work to prevent device booting by anyone else. The next layer is Trusted Boot. Now Trusted Boot is going to make sure that any software that's loaded onto your phone is authorized. If it's not authorized, it can't be loaded. And whenever a device boots up, Trusted Boot is going to check to make sure the system is intact. If it's not, it can't be loaded. Now going further, if the system integrity can't be guaranteed, what happens is we have a feature called TEMA that's going to lock down the Knox container. TEMA is always also going to monitor your system kernel to let you know whenever the kernel is being attacked. Now, if you're not familiar, the kernel is the fundamental level of your hardware, so it's very important and secure. Now, your IT managers will know this, and they're definitely going to appreciate this feature because it gives them tremendous control over the device, even if it falls in the wrong hands. Has anybody left their phone in a cab, left their tablet somewhere? Maybe they're at CES and you forgot a tablet somewhere. You're thinking about it right now. You want to run back to that other booth? Okay, good. You all got your tablets. Good to know. Good to know. Anyways, if you did, you'd want to know that. Let's skip forward to something that's important for you as the consumer. We call it a dual persona. And basically, you can think of it as this. You've got two phones in one. You've got your business content, your data, and company email all living inside a secure, isolated space in the phone that we call the Knox container. All the information that's kept there is constantly maintained and managed by your company's IT staff. Meanwhile, all your personal stuff, all your email, photos from CES 2014, no crazy photos out there? All right, well, if you had crazy photos, you want to keep them private, away from the eyes of your IT department. Switching between these two work and play modes are done very easily with a quick switch. So it's easy to use and there's no leakage between them. For example, Let's say you receive an email with an attachment at your corporate address. You're not going to be able to access that while you're using your personal side, checking out Facebook. Now, checking out between these two, protecting between these two levels is going to protect your personal privacy, and there's going to be no leakage between it. Now, the great news is this. Knox comes preloaded on all of our latest devices, including the Note Pro, Tab Pro, and most of the premium devices that will be coming out in the future. So you have a lot of choice, and you can match this security with any budget. Now, we also have a growing selection of apps that are available for purchase, and they all go through a secure automated process we call app wrapping. So they're safe and ready to perform inside your Knox container the moment you purchase it. Now, at the end of the day, Samsung Knox enables you to bring your own device to work right out of the box. It's security and manageability for your IT manager, and it's peace of mind for you, the device owner. Well, that pretty much wraps it up on my part. I want to thank you very much for being here.